early 18th century England, a frail Queen Anne occupies the throne and her close friend, Lady Sarah, governs the country in her stead. When a new servant, Abigail, arrives, her charm endears her to Sarah. This is Six Pack Cinema, and we're talking about The Favorite.
Dude, you should review movies.
Oh my god, yes.
Okay, I've had a couple, so... movie review.
What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Six Pack Cinema, where we are reviewing The Favorite, a movie set in the old times, starring, who did it star? Olivia Colman, Rachel Weisz, and Emma Stone. How we do things here is we're going to do gut reaction. We're going to talk it through. We're going to give it some rankings, critical score, entertainment score. So if you're joining us just to hear about The Favorite, thanks for stopping by. If you're a regular listener, thank you even more. I'm with John and Dave, as always, and we got a lot to unpack here with The Favorite. I wrote an official statement for my gut reaction.
Oh.
Ooh. Do you want to hear ours first?
I'll let you guys go first.
I hate when this happens because I'm going to get excited and you guys are going to tear me down.
I'll go first.
Okay.
This is going to be a hard movie for me to review because I know technically it is a very good movie. It just wasn't for me. And we've talked about that before, how there's movies out there that's just not for us. And that's how this was. I was bored out of my mind in it, but I understand it was technically very good.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a fair statement.
John,
That's a very mature statement of you. I like that.
Tell us how much you loved it, John.
All right, so this one, it could have been perfect for me. It could have been. It was it's right up my alley. I love awkwardness. I love dark. I love weird shit, quirky. But there's something missing throughout the entire thing that I couldn't put my finger on that made it kind of feel like it was a little less than. I don't know. It opened up. I had high hopes with the strumming of the music in the background and just the piecing together to figure out what's going on. Emma Stone entering it covered in shit and you're like, what the hell happened? Oh, we're gonna go back a little bit, figure out what happened there. Guy jerking off in front of her. It's just everything is just perfectly weird, and I liked it. I enjoyed it, but it could have been so much better, and I don't know why.
Okay.
Tear me down.
Here's my written statement. I have no idea what this movie was attempting to do or be or say. I was bored out of my mind. I don't know who the audience was. It was not me. The Favorite was definitely not my favorite. That's my written statement.
I like that we've been on a streak having the exact same thoughts for movies.
You didn't actually write that down. You showed us a blank notebook.
Yeah, no, that was a gag.
You dick. Okay.
Here's my actual written statement. This movie sucked. Quick question. What was it? What was this movie? What genre? Was it a character piece? Was it a portrait piece? Was it a time piece? Was it a historical drama? Was it a comedy?
It was a love triangle.
Yeah. I think it's a
romance?
A dark comedy.
Dark romance. A dark rom-com. There we go. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with Dave. It just wasn't for me to the 10th degree. I had my notes out to take notes during it, and I only put 2 notes in here. And usually I fucking fill the page.
Yeah.
And my first note was 26 minutes in, and I haven't written down a note yet because I'm not sure what is important or what matters or what the story even is. I just had no idea what this movie was.
What do you need a specific genre to know where you need to get into before you can actually enjoy it, or can you just sit there and watch it and let it develop in front of you to figure out what it is?
I don't know what I don't know what the story is.
Well,
just
the story was
the story was of Emma Stone's character trying to bring herself back out of
she was a ruthless son of a bitch,
but being disgraced and her I don't know how to say this correctly. Her drive to do so caused her to like throw away everything she liked about herself and to hate where she was at the end. But at least she wasn't disgraced.
She became the other girl. She was playing social politics. The other girl was playing real politics. There is a love triangle, but like there was no meat. It would have been a good side plot.
No,
to another movie.
the Rachel Weisz and Olivia Colman, they had an actual relationship, but they
Yeah.
were that wasn't for Emma Stone manipulated to get what she wanted. Rachel Weisz had a relationship because she wanted it, and it happened to benefit her because she took lead because the queen couldn't actually do what she needed to do, so she stepped in to help her out to make her look good. It was an actual good functioning relationship that was serving each other pretty well, and then Emma Stone comes in here, Abigail, and throws a monkey wrench into it. She originally came over to try to get a job because her father died and she was out of money, and she just wanted a kitchen job, and then she saw an opportunity to establish herself again and get back on top, so she decided to just go for it and gun it and do whatever she wanted, whatever she could do. That's what she said. She's like, I have this drive that I was unaware of, so please get out of my way. And she fucking destroyed people on her way to just get $2,000 a year and being called a lady and wear a fancy dress.
Which, I mean,
then-
that was like back then.
Back then, that was
being
big deal.
like a
Huge deal. Huge deal.
millionaire.
But it was a nice little parallel at the end because she had her party where she was getting drunk and shit-faced. It was with the Whig party, which were flamboyant as fuck. And it was parallel to earlier on when they had the nice, classy, Downton Abbey-ish party for the first girl, Rachel Weisz, Lady Sarah.
Yeah.
They both had their own parties in the castle, but one was respectable, reserved, and normal, and this one, Abigail, had just pushed it and got out of control and didn't know what she really got herself into.
Yeah,
But she did ruin
absorbed all of that and understood it. I just don't think it's worthy of a movie, I guess.
I guess maybe you're just thinking too hard about it.
The best line was she was like, "We're not playing the same game." And that summed up like that for me. Yeah.
Okay.
The scoring was maybe the most annoying thing I've ever heard in the history of my life.
Really? I picked up on it.
I like that.
Yeah, I rarely noticed
You
two
like
things.
the
Vroom,
boom,
vroom,
boom,
vroom,
boom,
vroom,
Yeah.
vroom,
boom,
vroom,
Huh?
vroom.
boom.
That was like
Yeah.
one of the only like things I liked about that. That and
Building
Nicholas Hoult
tension.
are pretty
Building
much the
tension
only
in
Here
the
we go.
background.
I'm gonna put it on loop for the rest of our show. We'll just leave this in the back.
Oh, I like it. I actually really like it.
Me too.
This was
Gets me
like
in the
when
mood.
when you sleep over and someone sleeps over and halfway through the night you notice them snoring and you can't unnotice it. I couldn't listen to a word of dialogue because I was just listening to.
No. This was a great accompaniment for what was going on, man.
It just reminds me of what's it? Fuck, what was that? Dunkirk. Where like
Yes.
the clock was ticking in the background the whole time, like, and it made you anxious. That's what this did for me. It like set me off.
Yeah, this didn't do it for me. It annoyed me. I just didn't really get.
It-
I didn't get this movie. Was it
In
supposed to
my
be a
opinion-
comedy? You know what? But I didn't get the trailer either. I was like, that looks interesting, but what is it? And
I guess I'm struggling to find out what you wanted. It was a movie. It was a story, and it had a beginning, and it had a middle, a climax, and it had a unfortunate resolution. I will say the
to
ending.
me, this was people that don't understand humor making humor for other people. Like, let's dress up in olden day times and then say fucking cunt. Ha ha ha. That's funny. Let's
no,
have
that was
let's
that
have
was
all the
like-
male characters be blithering idiots and have slow-mo shots of throwing tomatoes at someone. That's humor, right? No,
No,
that's all
that's-
so stupid.
That's actually what happened back then, man. That wasn't like trying to make fun of it. They were fucking wild. The Pilgrims left Europe because they were prudes. This shit was going on.
Yeah, all right, but I just didn't find it like I think those were supposed
Okay.
to be attempts at humor.
Oh no! See, that's where I think that wasn't the attempts at humor. The
No.
attempts at humor were all like,
The the pigeon guts
Yeah.
going on her face. That was supposed to be funny. I laughed.
yeah, and like when she fake shot her,
Yep.
like that type of shit.
So
It wasn't
all-
supposed to be like. I think you were thinking the wrong things were attempts at humor.
Those were
When
humor.
that
Those
was
weren't
more-
like suspenseful. Those weren't supposed to be suspenseful
well,
moments.
dark comedy suspense. Yeah.
I'm out. What did you guys? What did you really like about it? I guess or
Nicholas Hoult, I liked him.
Which one was he?
He was the opposition leader.
Oh, the leader of the Whig party.
Yes.
the
And how
one that-
crazy is that? That the party lines were determined by how much makeup we put on your face.
He's the one that pushed her down and stuff, and then
Yeah.
she did the fake crying thing, and he was like, "Stop, get out of here."
Yeah, it was good stuff. I be honest, I rarely notice these things, but I picked up on the score, and I loved it in the moment. Sorry, Jimmy. And also the costume and set design. Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Goodness.
the costume
I
and
think
set
this
design was
deserves
cool.
to be nominated for that.
Absolutely. I mean, there's no way it's not. I think it's going to win best costume.
Yeah,
Even the little things, like I don't. You know how the girls had those big dresses that had the like floofy things that go off the sides. I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. And then when Abigail was making tea, she just kind of reached into one of those little soups and pulled out poison. I was like, oh, it's a giant pocket. That's kind of cool. A little functional. And I loved at the end with Lady Sarah when she had to cover up her scar. Just a weird move, just putting a piece of like fabric that tied into her hat. I don't know. Something, little things like that make me appreciate it. I don't know why. It was interesting, and someone had to think about an elegant way to do that, and they did, and they succeeded.
you know what I'm finding out? That this is IMDb has this listed as biography, comedy, and drama, which is probably what Vice is listed at, and I think maybe I just hate that combination.
Maybe.
Give me
'Cause
give me one of those. It can be a biography and funny. It can be a biography and a drama, but I don't think you can do biography, comedy, drama all in one movie. I think it just wasn't for me. So I don't want to bash it because I think I'm just coming off like a dick, but
So do you want to like recant your statement on Vice? You gonna pull back on that one because this just wasn't for you?
no. Vice was way up my alley. That movie should have been my favorite of the year. I'm a history major.
Yeah, but you don't like the three: drama, comedy, and biography.
Yeah, I think it's poor execution. Vice was the worst execution I've seen on a movie forever. This one,
Vice bothers me because the potential was there. If they just like toned down the comedy 20%,
yeah,
it would have been great.
However, both nominated for Academy Awards.
this movie was like a river runs through it is super slow, and it's just about a family. Like it's literally just about a family living, and Brad Pitt did it. And afterwards, Brad Pitt said, like, I have no idea what that movie was about. That's what I feel like. I have no idea why this story was worth telling in the way they told it.
I mean, what was that shitty girls movie a while ago with the two Bride Wars? This was Bride Wars, but in Victorian era. Two girls fighting it out for one thing.
Yeah,
I've
at
never
times
even
it
heard of
seemed like
that.
a slap. At times it seemed like they were trying to make a slapstick comedy. At other times it seemed like trying to make a serious drama.
I
was-
think that's just like this director has a list of like all his movies are weird.
Like
I'm
what?
pretty sure.
I was
pulling up
I was
the list.
really confused by the tone and the themes. He did The Lobster, which is so weird.
Yeah.
Wait, Peter Farley directed this?
No.
No.
Oh,
Yorgos
sorry.
Lanthimos.
Okay, yep.
The Killing of a Sacred Deer.
Mm.
What else did he do?
The Lobster, yeah.
The Lobster, Dogtooth,
Lobster I hated.
Alps, Canada, Venice 70. Yeah, it's all like a bunch of weird indie movies. That's his style.
Well, I guess I'm just disappointed that we can't share and laugh over these things together.
So I have a question for y'all. Now that you've seen it, like whether they should have been nominated or not, do you agree with my argument from a few weeks ago or
I
last
don't.
week, whenever it was, that Rachel Weisz and Emma Stone were the leads and
No.
shouldn't have been supporting roles, and Olivia Colman, who is a supporting character?
I don't agree with that at all.
Where I think the Queen was a lead.
Yep.
Why? You
Just
never
for-
see, you
ju-
never see her except through the eyes of the other two characters.
No, the third act alone was her.
It was,
the third
like she
act
was
was-
a powerhouse. She was fantastic in it. But
No,
again,
like the
you
third act
never
was
see
just
her.
from her point of view, being
No, it
tugged in
wasn't.
both directions.
No, you only see scenes like you literally only see her in scenes with the other two where you see them doing shit.
All three of them got nominated?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did a good job. Just because you didn't like the story, don't take away the fact that they like acted
I
their
didn't
asses off.
think Emma Stone did a good job.
I will, yes. Emma Stone is one of those
The
people
other
that
girl-
I always see
Rachel
Emma
Weisz
Stone.
was excellent.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll give you that.
Yeah, I think Rachel Weiszman was good. I think the Queen was the easiest role to ever play. It was just scream
I don't know.
and
That-
yell things.
The,
like
the,
in an
the third,
obnoxious manner. Like,
the
hey,
third
Queen,
act when she was like
scream and
like-
yell things like a 3-year-old. Find
I
her! Find her! not good acting. Anyone can do that.
No, the physical acting behind it though, like as
Physical.
her body was slowly decaying, I think
Her
that was
dropping
what
her
was
hand on the desk was just pretty good. Her
Yeah.
face drooping because it was basically going through all the strokes. I don't know. I liked her. I thought she did very, very well.
And I like Emma Stone,
Who doesn't?
but I don't think I'm trying to think if I've ever seen. I'm trying to think of a role where I think was like award worthy because I like her as a rom-com comedy actress. So I didn't think she pulled off this for me.
I think I don't disagree with the nomination, but she's nominated along. She's nominated along with her co-star there, Rachel Weisz, and Rachel Weisz blew her out of the water. So it's kind of like an automatic lose for her.
Battle of the Sexes, I don't think she was great in that.
No,
Zombieland.
I liked
Yeah, but
her.
that's the type of character I think she
Yeah.
crushes. She's so good.
I liked her.
Easy A.
Easy
I liked her in
A, I
Birdman.
love Easy A.
I liked her in Birdman. Birdman, she was great.
Okay, I agree with that.
Crazy Stupid Love, she's great in that.
She was great in that. Yes.
The Rocker, she's good in that. And Superbad, yeah. So, well, she
I think
hasn't
she should have got more acclaim for her super bad performance.
she hasn't done as many movies as I would have thought. Aloha was a bad movie that she was in. Do we want to go into ratings and reviews? This is going to be a disaster.
Yeah, I kind of don't, but we have to.
Yeah, I hope it's going to be an average that no one picked. It looks like.
Jesus Christ, guys. Wait, before we go into that, I do want to say I have my qualms about the ending. I didn't like how it ended.
How did
It
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 end?
was super depressing.
Well, it was. Did you not watch the end?
I don't. No one got what they wanted. They were all alone, right?
Yeah, no one. Abigail got her ladyship and she got her money, but she was still hanging out with this old lady, and she was basically,
Her bitch.
sure, bitch. Yeah, she whatever. I thought the code was massage my legs was basically just finger me on demand, and she did it. She made her do it while she was standing up, and Emma was like, "Hey, why don't you lie down? It's easier." She says, "No, I'm standing," and then because she was pissed off because she saw her step on her rabbit intentionally. So she was standing over her, make her do that, and she put all of her weight on her head while she was doing it. And it was like a struggle for Emma to hold up and do what she was doing, and then it faded out into like a sea of bunnies, which was just weird.
Yeah, that was weird. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it. That was strong disagreement on my part, but it just everything up to that point I liked, with the exception that was missing something. And I couldn't put my finger on it, but
A story worth telling.
it was worth it. You son of a bitch! It was a story worth telling. I enjoyed the story.
Okay. So ratings and reviews. John, you want to go first?
Fuck you.
I have
Which one
mine
are we
written
doing?
down.
Critical or popcorn? I have mine written down too.
Let's do popcorn first.
Okay, mine was 5. I enjoyed it really much. I'm gonna watch it again.
5.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch this one again. I told you this is my alley. I love this weird, awkward, crazy, kooky shit. And yes, I have critical problems with it, but this was for me. It wasn't for you, and that's okay.
Okay.
I am giving it a 2 popcorn. Like I said, there was
Fuck you guys.
like 3 times that I can vividly remember in the movie being like, I hope it's over soon.
I'm giving
It's
it.
just not for me.
Yeah, I gave it 0.5. Like I'm giving. I didn't know if zeros were allowed. This was one of my boringest watches I've watched in a really, really long time. I didn't want to finish it. I think I fell asleep, and that's why I didn't remember the ending.
Okay, all right. 5 plus.
I
2
mean,
plus
John,
0.5.
I'm sorry. I'm not doing this out of spite. This is what I wrote
No, I know
down.
you're not. That's the most important disappointing thing is I know you're not. All right, 2.5 is our average.
Okay, great. Put that on the
That feels
Instagram.
right for this movie.
Doesn't it? 4 feels right for this movie.
If we weren't reviewing it, I would have been out. I actually thought about not watching the rest and just having you explain it to me, and I thought that might be a funny segment. But I gutted through it.
You're a
It was
trooper.
just long.
Pisses
It
me off
was-
when there's so many better things to watch on my computer, and I'm like watching The Favorite.
Oh my goodness.
All right, critical. What are you guys at?
Let's have John go first again.
No, I'm not going. I went first last time. You guys go first.
Okay, 60.
Wow, above 50. Thank you. That's generous.
Yeah, the costume design was good,
Thank you.
and
And
the
set
acting
design.
from the acting wasn't terrible. The acting from the one girl was really good, and it got made. So 60.
Okay, like I said in the beginning, This is a very good movie. It's just not for me. And we always say we're taking critical and like not putting like, is it for me? That's the popcorn. So I'm giving it a 91.
That's so high.
This is like a good movie. I just think it's not for me. Like I didn't enjoy it, but technically it is well put
Dave!
together. And
Bless
like,
you, my
everyone's
son.
acting good.
Dave! Holy shit! I
wrote it. I can show you because I have the
mean-
Rotten Tomato things here too.
There is not a single thing you could have said that would have stunned me more than that.
John, what'd you give it?
Oh, I gave mine an 87.
I'm the highest.
91's high, dude. You can't throw 91s around loosely as this.
This
70,
is an Oscar-nominated film.
79. So is fucking Bohemian Rhapsody. All the nominated films this year suck. This year doesn't sniff the Oscars if it came out last year.
I
movie.
think it does.
I think it does. No, I think this is good enough to be nominated last year.
You have the Rotten Tomatoes up?
I do. What do you guys want first?
This is going to be critics high, audience low. I bet the audience is so low. Because this, like we're saying, it's not for me. It's not for Dave. And the audiences don't cater to if it's for them or not, like Dave just did with his 91. I'm going to guess that the audience gave it like a 63, 65. And the critics probably gave it like a 90 because they're losers.
Sheehan, what about you?
I'm going to guess the critics give it a 95. No, 92. And an audience, I'll give it 71.
Well, you were both so close on different ones. Audience gave it a 62, so 1 point off from Jimmy's. And the critics gave it a 93.
Yep. Yeah. Critics movie, audience. Whenever it's that lopsided and critics is the higher one, you know it's a shit movie. You never want to be on the
Or it
side.
has to be like perfectly for you.
When the critics and the audience don't agree, you never want to be on the side of the critics. Because either you're being all hoity-toity loving a shitty movie, or you're being all pissant dick loving a fun movie, hating a fun movie.
What do you explain to me where I sit in that conversation?
You're a hoity-toity.
Dude, I don't even know. You just I think you just love everything, John.
I think he's just like, yeah, I get to watch a movie. I don't have to take care of my kid for a couple hours.
I think you just love everything.
Dude, I had to bang this one out like late last night. I didn't start watching until 10:30 last night because I had to do everything, and I was falling asleep because I was so tired. But I was like, "This is so good. I got to keep watching it."
I couldn't have had a different experience watching.
Yeah, no, I mean this isn't me being hoity-toity or anything. I've always loved this shit. My baseline doesn't budge either.
Yeah.
Like you hated Vice, I love this. I love Vice. You hated this, I love this one.
You like? I would put Thoroughbreds into this category as well.
Yes, I love that one as well.
I think I
I
like
love
that.
things that are just slightly like off color, things that are not of the norm. I'm alternative movie if you want to call it like that. I don't know.
You just like indie movies.
Yeah,
Not defined by not glued together properly.
I don't. Yeah, see, I don't look at it as it needs to be a perfectly put together model of a puzzle or whatever. I look at it for what it is, scene by scene, minute by minute. Take me down a story. Show me a path. I want to fucking follow this one through to the end. And if there's a result that is not like fade to black for no reason, I'm probably going to be happy with it. Yeah. As long as I don't know.
That's a horrible way to critically judge movies.
I
have a question
I sit there,
for you.
tell me a story, and I'll listen to it, and I'll judge at the end. I don't need any direction.
That seems stupid, but I have a question
How?
for you both. If Ben Affleck was in this movie, who would he have been?
He'd be
the wig, the Queen wig guy.
He'd be interviewer that they cut to Vice style, and he's like, and then fucking that girl fingered that girl, and he's just narrating it, and Sheehan would eat it up.
No,
that was so different.
No, I think he would have been good as
the guy we liked.
I don't think he would have been good in that role. I think he would have been good as the guy who went off to fight the war, like the little bit in the beginning and the end.
Do you give him the smallest role where I don't even remember the guy's face? How dare you?
I don't remember that guy.
That was what's his name? The guy
Mr.
from
Montbleu or
Sherlock and
Mr. Lord Marlborough.
Yeah,
Lord Marlborough.
He invented cigarettes.
All right, that ends this review of
The Favorite.
What was this called? The Favorite, which was should be called The Least Favorite. Am I right?
Heyo.
Next week we are doing Velvet Buzzsaw, which I think is going to be up Sheen's alley because it looks weird as fuck.
And then you guys would be like, I don't know what it was. What was it trying to be? Was there a story? I don't know. I got lost. Was it a drama?
there's
Was it a
definitely
comedy?
there's
Was it
definitely-
art?
No, there's definitely a story to Velvet Buzzsaw. They find these old paintings that
But
were
what did they do with them? What was the point? Why'd they find them?
Okay, I'll explain it to you. I already know it because it's an actually movie with a plot. They find paintings that are painted out of blood, and they just pass them off. The artist died, so they pass them off to this girl, and she claims to be the artist, and they fake sell them and promote her as the artist of these blood paintings. Then they find out they were painted with blood, and they find out that the paintings are haunted, and they start like coming off the walls and haunting them, and they have to
See,
figure it out.
That's
So is
why
that-
I think Sheen will not like this, because it looks like it's a horror movie. And
So
he
is
hates
it a
horror
drama
movies.
or a thriller?
What's
Yes.
that?
Or is it a biopic?
Thriller.
I don't know. What is it trying to be?
It's a thriller.
You
I'm
can
telling
do this
you.
game for the whole thing, man. You can just ask questions and
No, I just told you the exact plot, and
Yep.
it's a thriller.
nope.
Yeah, you can't just do that.
Alright,
You
let's-
just did
let's
to me
wrap
for the
this
past
up.
half hour.
What?
Sheen's throwing a hissy fit. Let's wrap this up.
Look, Velvet Buzzsaw, horror, thriller. Those usually go together. You know what? Don't
They are. I
usually
thought
go
those are
together.
kind of the same thing.
Comedy, biography, and drama. Comedy drama. Oh, it's a comedy drama. One of those.
It's a dramedy.
One of those classic comedy dramas. And biopic about a real person.
Mhm.
Yeah, one of those. All right. See you next week.
I'm gonna give
Headliners
this.
on-
I'm gonna give this one.
True Detective on Monday or whenever we do it.
Yeah.
It'll definitely be
out.
up by Monday, and then Headliners next Thursday, and then Velvet Buzz on next Monday. Thanks for tuning in. See you guys later.
Bye. Love
Bye
y'all.
bye.
Love y'all.
Bye.
Love y'all.
Bye.
Love y'all. Love y'all. Love y'all. Love y'all.